coming on the map in Canada and in actually 36 countries around the world. The feature continues to expand. We have about 2 or 3 more introductions before we begin the call. Go ahead and announce yourself. Okay, folks. Go ahead. Welcome to the call. All right, well, we have hit the bottom of the hour, and I once again want to welcome everyone to the North American Executive Overview for the Zija Income Opportunity. My name is Amy McKenzie. I am an Emerald Executive in our compensation plan with Zija International, and it's my privilege to share some information with you this evening. Over the next few minutes, we're going to share information about the leadership of this company, as that is truly going to make a difference in your business. We have the distinct pleasure of working with people that have the experience to take a company, lead it into momentum, and create a billion-dollar legacy company. I'm also going to share a little information about the product, which of course is the foundation of our opportunity, and then specifically share some information about our business, how one gets involved, and the results you can look forward to as you build a part-time business from your home. You know, for many people, this can become a full-time replacement income, and in virtually dozens of cases, has created what can be considered a life-changing income, creating real financial security. And finally, we will hear from a range of people out in the field, from those just starting out, all the way to hearing from one of our top leaders in the company. Now, keep in mind, as you listen to their stories, every one of them started where you are today, at the beginning, listening to this call. And before we begin, I want to take a moment to welcome those of you specifically that have been invited as a guest to hear this information tonight. This call is actually dedicated to you. It's designed to share the information you need to investigate this opportunity further. And as I said earlier, you may want to take some notes as I am going to share the 3 issues that a professional in the industry would look for when making a commitment to engage with a company. You know, most of us have been introduced to a network marketing company at some point in our lives. But the fact is, most people have never really had a chance to be introduced by someone who knows any more than they do about this profession. I've actually had the good fortune of working with many of the top leaders in Zija, experiencing what happens when you find a company at the beginning of its momentum phase. This is the point in time when one literally can replace what would normally take 30 years to accomplish in just a few short years. And unfortunately, that beats about 90% of the jobs out there. It certainly exceeds what I was able to earn as a professional producer in as many years. But the only reason that this has been possible for someone like me, with absolutely no prior experience in network marketing, is all due to 3 ingredients coming together. Number 1, experienced corporate leadership. And let me tell you, it's all good news in terms of this company. Secondly, having a highly consumable product that supports a long-term residual income. And finally, timing. And perhaps the most critical ingredient in any industry. According to Paul Zane-Pizer, one of the world's leading economists, all of these ingredients are in place with Zija right now. So let's break it down. Number 1, leadership. The story all begins with the superior corporate leadership of Zija because of the founder, a man named Ken Brailsford. Mr. Brailsford he's an icon in the network marketing and industry. Considered to be the father of verbal encapsulation, Ken co-founded Nature's Sunshine back in the 70s, followed by Enrich International in the 80s. both achieved the status of billion-dollar legacy companies. But this is no small thing when you consider out of all the tens of thousands of companies that have come and gone in the last 75 years, less than 24 have attained this status. And they're all household names now. The definition might be helpful. Definition of a legacy company is to have done over $1 billion in sales, has been in business for 20 years or more, and most importantly, still be in business today. Well, Ken is the only man in the history of network marketing who has achieved this legacy status twice. Now, Zija, his third company, is one of the fastest growing companies in the industry today, and is clearly destined to be his third. It is almost a guarantee of success. The man has been able to build 2 legacy companies who will very likely do it again. What an amazing opportunity we have to work with an icon like Ted Brailsford. And he's truly one of the kindest, most humanitarian businessmen I have ever had the honor to meet. But let's go back to the very beginning and rewind. It all started when Ken received a copy of a documentary that aired on the Discovery Channel about the most nutrient and protein-dense botanical ever discovered, moringa oleifera. Ken recognized that this one plant could do more good for humanity than the hundreds of wonderful products he had created in his 2 previous companies. So he literally came out of retirement to bring moringa to the world. And that is how Zija International was born. Since that documentary aired, we've had tremendous third-party validation, including the National Institutes of Health. They actually reported in 2008 that moringa oleifera was the most nutrient-dense botanical they'd ever studied. They noted it held tremendous promise in a wide number of areas, from reversing environmental damage to providing a plethora of unmet human needs. They even went on to say that this particular botanical had been used in traditional medicine for hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years to treat or cure, they say this in black and white, over 300 diseases and ailments. Even more recently, there have been studies released from very prestigious medical schools further attesting to the benefits of moringa. And just this past November, National Geographic was added to the list of supporters, of which there are literally hundreds. One of the benefits, or another benefit, of having Ken Brailsford's company is Ken had the financial resources to create an infrastructure for our company basically unseen in this industry. He was also able to procure the help of one of the world's top formulators, Russ Bianchi, and as a result, Zija controls their entire supply chain and on the plantations on moringa trees are going in, as well as the pharmaceutical-grade manufacturing facility. In other words, every single aspect of developing this product and bringing it to market is carefully overseen by Zija and the scientists. And this brings us to the second most important ingredient of choosing a company, the products. What do you look for when reviewing what makes an effective product line in our industry? Well, it's going to include something like a unique first-to-market product, certainly, something that's highly consumable and requires daily use. And finally, it's got to really work. You put those 3 ingredients together, that's when you can build a long-term residual income. And when you have a product that can make a difference in people's lives, it creates an opportunity. The ingredients of moringa oleifera include over 90 verifiable, saleable nutrients. Literally all the nutrients needed to sustain optimal health, all from a single botanical. It has 46 antioxidants, all the omegas 3, 6, and 9, 20 amino acids, including the 9 essential amino acids our bodies do not produce, and 36 anti-inflammatories naturally occurring within this plant. When you have a product that people need, that people want, and they don't know where to get it, it creates a tremendous opportunity, and that's what we want to share now. In our type of business, well, as in most industries, momentum, getting in ahead of that growth curve, is critical. What's happened with Zeta International since the launch of this company in November of 2006 is that we've put in the systems to create this long-term residual income. We've developed all the tools necessary for presentation, and we've built a foundation of 3 product lines. Number 1, our liquid nutritionals, including our Smart and Super Mixes, our liquid sports energy drink, XM3, which is a healthy alternative to the power drinks currently on the market, and the XM Plus, which combines these 2 products. So you have nutrition and an energy drink in one easy-to-use packet. We also have an all-natural, organic skincare line based on the power of the moringa tree that truly exceeds the salon-quality alternatives on the market at a third of the price. And finally, our weight management system, which has driven this company into double-digit growth for 2 years running. It really gives people an opportunity to bring their bodies into nutritional balance while providing the ingredients needed to accomplish healthy weight loss. We have people who have not only lost, but maintained the loss of 20, 30, 60 pounds on average. And in fact, there are several individuals who've lost well over 150 pounds and more. And what's really exciting, they are accomplishing this in a healthy fashion, without dieting, without, in many cases, exercising, and without gaining it back. When you have a foundation of products of this caliber that really truly work, it creates an opportunity that does not come along every day, especially to hit it right now when the time is right. That's where Zeta is today. And that brings us to our final point, timing. We have entered the momentum stage, folks. Typically, momentum is defined as when a company hits their first $100, $200 million year. We annualized at $130 million at the start of this year. And more significantly, we will do more sales volume in the next 12 months than we have done in the first 6 years of Zeta combined. I was very fortunate when I came in to be taught the simple, duplicatable system that we have in place, thanks to Mr. Fred Holmes. And as a result, I was able to succeed in this business that I had never done before. Now, I want to take a few minutes now and give you an example of the results people are having coming into this company. I'd like to take you over to Baltimore, Maryland, to meet Jane Burt. Jane came in and just in a matter of weeks, not just a short time ago, became a Builder 1000, okay, one of the building ranks in our organization. Then she went on to Speed Qualify with Team 250. Talk about what that means. I want to bring Jane, are you there? Are you with us?
I am. Thank you, Amy.
Well, please tell us what you've done to accomplish such a fast start story with Zeta International.
Thank you. I'm an administrative assistant in the insurance industry, and the main reason that I wanted to get involved with Zeta is because I've had a weight issue since childhood, and that caused a lot of joint pain. And with a lot of effort on my own part, I did manage to lose 200 pounds, and then I was introduced to Zeta. Within 6 weeks, I managed to lose another 40 pounds, and I realized at that moment that I had a wonderful product at my fingertips. It was at that point that I plugged into our simple duplicatable system that my sponsor, Janie Gaskins, and my upline, Joyce Wilson, showed me how to do. Within the first week, I became Team 250 qualified, and that enabled me to get my product for free. 3 weeks into my business, I became Builder 500 on a Monday and Builder 1000 on a Friday of the same week. And I'm so excited to take my business to the next level, and I can't wait till I can qualify for the Mercedes-Benz program. So, Amy, thank you for letting me share my story, and now back to you.
Oh, my hat's off to you, Jane. That's a stunning story. I mean, the results you've had on the products are phenomenal, and honestly, what you've achieved in your business is nothing less than inspiring. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us on the call. Folks, that's an incredible example of what can be done. how quickly one can get into profitability after just starting their business by simply following that simple duplicatable system. And as Jane pointed out, the company has put into place some remarkable tools to help us launch our business. The Team 250 program that she was talking about is incredibly exciting. It allows you, by bringing in those first two people, if you started building your business, but it also gives you the opportunity to go into a zero overhead business from day one. It's very powerful. I congratulate you on that effort. We also have the Team Ben's program, which Jane mentioned, which is not designed for the tippy top. It's actually designed for the mid-level. Unlike most other companies, our luxury car program is achievable by our part-time distributors. They benefit directly. And it's an opportunity to allow our people to receive a monthly bonus to put towards purchase of a Mercedes-Benz. It's really exciting. Now, I want to take you over now to Heston, Kansas, to meet Merv and Shirley Schraub. They have managed to build an incredible Zija business, working part-time, become gold executives, and are also Team Ben qualified. Merv, please tell us, take a few moments and share with us what you did to get started and what your results have been.
Hey, very good, Amy. Thanks so much for letting me be on this call and for me to be able to tell my story. This has been an amazing trip being introduced and involved with Zija. I'd like to tell you a bit about my background first, why I got involved with Zija, what it has done for Shirley and I, and why we are still in it. I spent practically my entire career in different phases of manufacturing for a top major agriculture machinery company. And we recently retired a few years ago, and I found out that I was getting health impaired. And I started looking for solutions for my lack of energy. I had several health issues and just not feeling good. Matter of fact, Amy, I was just plain sick. About this time, Homer and Sarah Crable introduced us to the product of Zija. We both sampled it, and almost immediately we felt better, and we ended up purchasing the Builder 2 system. We started sharing my story of improved health, the potential to make extra money, and followed the duplicatable system developed by Zija, and almost right away we were getting checks from the company. We are taking advantage of the Team 250, the Gold Rush events, all the training sessions available from the company, and we even received our Mercedes-Benz for the Benz program earlier this year. Wow, what a car. We just keep building and building our residual income from this amazing system. Amy, thank you so much for letting me share tonight, and I send it back to you, Amy.
Oh, thank you for sharing your incredible journey with us, and congratulations to you and your wife. That's an incredible story. And to your team, too, as they all continue to move up through the ranks. You're doing an incredible job out there. But let's take a moment now to discuss what it takes to get started. How did Jane learn? How did people begin? The fact of the matter is, the only requirement to becoming an independent distributor with Zija International is a $39 application fee. This gives you the ability to purchase products at wholesale and develop your own distribution team. However, there is a great advantage to purchasing one of the packages designed for sharing our products. I have found the best way to develop a new customer or distributor is by sampling our products. Being involved with Zija as a distributor is really a very simple process. The only thing the company asks is that you make a decision to share your product with others. So with that in mind, we have 3 basic entry points. The first, our personal system, is just basically what it sounds like. You get one of everything we carry in our nutritional line, basically enough products for you to become a consumer and try each of the products for yourself. That's $330. We have 2 business packages, the Builder 1 and the Builder 2, that most people that are serious about building a business and they're looking to create residual income are going to focus on. Builder 1 gives you enough product for your own consumption and to share some samples with others. It costs $660 and comes with an extra $300 worth of extra sample products, free shipping, and a free distributorship. Builder 2 is a doubling of the Builder 1, but what it also gives you is more products to sample out, allowing you to launch your business that much faster. And what I want to do now is I want to go over to McPherson, Kansas, and have you meet one of the top income earners in our company. Homer and Sarah Crable, double diamonds, are two of not only the top ranking individuals, but they have done so much to build this business. They are literally on the distributor leadership committee, helping to communicate between the field and corporate. They have helped mentor thousands of people now, and they're an inspiration to so many of us. Homer, if you wouldn't mind coming on the line and sharing with us, what did you do to get started? How did it go for you? And what is it like living Life Unlimited?
Thank you, Amy. It was back in 2008 in November that Sarah and I got introduced to this product. At the time, Amy, we had 4 other businesses that we owned and about 40 employees, so you can imagine we were extremely busy. Our motivation was really a health issue, and we found that very quickly our health improved, which was amazing at our age, and we just couldn't believe this thing really worked. So in February of 2009, we said, hey, let's start our 5th business. And we were doing this part-time, of course. Now, in 2009 in February, the company had only 2 products, Amy, and we, Sarah and I, had no experience in network marketing. So we were really newbies, and we knew we had to go back to school and learn some skills. We did make a wise decision in the beginning because we did come in with a Builder 2. You got to remember, we're business people. We knew that that very first business kit was 100% tax deductible. Besides, they were going to give us $600 in free product distributorship, as you mentioned, and shipping. So that was a no-brainer as a business person. Let's get the biggest kit Zija has. It is 100% tax deductible. Shortly after we got involved, I listened to a call, and one of my favorite people, Mr. Fred Holmes, he said that the people that will make the most money in this business are the ones that create a story and learn to tell that story well. Well, Zija was so powerful, so good, we had a story. It was easy to create a story. Sarah and I learned to tell our story well, and by doing that in 3 short years, part-time, we had our dreams realized. And what do I mean by that? Well, for me, it had to be at least 6-figure residual income. We had that. In that time, we had actually won 6 different cruises, and man, is that fun to go on a cruise. We also got our new Mercedes-Benz. It gave us time freedom, financial freedom. It gave us options, and how many of you like options in life, right? And it gave us choices. We could do what we wanted when we wanted. So think about this, Amy. I actually worked 55 years to try to achieve Life Unlimited, and I never achieved it. And let me tell you, what is Life Unlimited? It could be a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But I'm 68 years old, so my biggest wealth is my health. And I tell you what, there isn't too many 40-year-olds that are going to keep up with me. So I got that nutrition. The second thing was financial freedom. I want to take care of my family. We achieved that. And then an active lifestyle. For Sarah and I, it's traveling, it's having fun, going to ball games, watching our grandchildren, knowing who we are, having an active mind and an active body. It's really, really important. And the 4th thing for me was personal development. Jim Rohn said, you need to work harder on yourself, or twice as hard on yourself as your job. And Zija helped me realize that. And so I daily work to try to improve my life, myself. And so those things are so important. So this really is an opportunity of a lifetime, Amy. And I want to leave the call with one question. I would like to ask the distributors and the guests this question. Have you found the opportunity that will take care of you and your family for the rest of your life? With that, Amy, I'll turn the call back to you.
Wow, thank you, Homer. Very poignant question. And I certainly can vouch for the fact that very few people can keep up with either of you or Sarah. Thank you so much for the inspiration that your journey has provided so many of us, myself included. You know, as you continue to progress in the development of helping people with their health, the opportunity to help people create an additional income, as Homer spoke about, becomes equally, if not more, gratifying. So one of the things that our founder, Ken Brailsford, has done is make a commitment to doing something that's never been done in this industry. And Ken, as the owner of the company, has committed 25% of the company's world gross profits. That's his profits going back into the distributor base in the form of a profit participation program. This is his way of ensuring the longevity of Zija by making sure the people that build this company share in the profits of Zija International for generations to come. You know, we've done the numbers. There will be people in our company that will see seven-figure income from the profit participation program alone. And nobody's ever done this in our industry, and I doubt very much there ever will be another company like Ken's willing to commit that much of the company's profits. And so with that, what I want to do is take our last couple of moments to recap the three major points that one considers before choosing a company to align with in this industry. Number one, corporate leadership. The experience necessary to lead a company into momentum and then be able to create a long-term, multi-decade, multi-generational opportunity. Ken Brailsford is certainly the man to do it. Number two, product. We have a product that is unique to the marketplace. It's something that truly fulfills our promise, creating the potential for long-term residual income. And finally, perhaps right now the most important ingredient, timing. In network marketing, the key is to get into a company at the start of momentum. We are at that place right now, folks. This is truly the sweet spot, the time to get involved. The stories that will be created in the next 3 to 5 years in our company will be stories the industry will be talking about for decades. Tonight you've gotten just an overview. I invite you to get back to the person who invited you to this call. Get information about the systems that are in place to support your efforts, to teach you, to train you. We have a complete complement of training resources. For instance, this Saturday morning, commencing at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or 11 a.m. Eastern, on the same conference line, we're going to have one of the company's top trainers share the specifics of how one gets started, exactly what to do step by step to be able to go into profitability in a short period of time and start building a long-term residual income with the Zija opportunity. I want to thank you all for taking the time for joining us this evening. A special thanks to all of our guests for sharing their stories tonight. With that, I'm going to go ahead and close out the call. God bless everyone and wish you a wonderful evening. God, I will open up the line.
Thanks, Amy.
We appreciate your contact.
Great call, Amy.
They call, they'll be